Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 20 of our Hearts of Midlothian save. Take them to the top of Scottish football, of course, is the goal here. And today, it's the festive fixtures. Home to Hibernian and then away to Dundee. They are 5th and 6th in the league, so not the easiest, but you'd hope for at least 4 points here, wouldn't you? Now, since last episode, where of course we got a bit of a hiding by Celtic and then beat St Mirren scrappily. 2 games and mixed results here. First up, it was Kilmarnock. Now, this was not a good performance, to be honest. I messed up tactically to start with. I went with 5-3-2. The reason being, it was a bit of a dick move on my part. Innes Cameron and Eamonn Brophy, we signed them both for Kilmarnock. I wanted to play them both at Kilmarnock. And it didn't work. We were horrible. So I switched it back to the 4-2-3-1 and we were better. We got a penalty, which Innes Cameron did score. So he's off the mark for us against his former club. But yeah, you can see it. In the end, it looks like it was a relatively even match. And that's because the last half hour or 25 minutes or so, we were really, really good. But before that, we were really struggling. I think the match player ratings there tend to bear that out. Then we played, we just went with our usual wingers and we were dominant. Absolutely destroyed Ayr. Middleton with a double. Brophy, he only scores in hat-tricks. I'm telling you now, guys, he only scores in hat-tricks. 3rd hat-trick of the year. He has 9 goals this year for us. But yeah, Middleton and Brophy ripped them to shreds and that was a good solid 5-0 win there. Now let's have a quick look at what all that means for the league table. And we're down in 3rd, though. We do have a game in hand on Aberdeen. So if we were to win that, we would go back above them, obviously. Celtic are still there or thereabouts, 2 games in hand, so they're a lot closer than they appear, and then it's kind of daylight back to that. If we don't lose today, what will be 20-21 games into the year, you'd begin to think we've maybe dropped Hibs and Dundee for the year, and then it's just sort of a racing for Europe. So hopefully that's what will happen here. So we're playing Hibs now. They do have a new manager, Heckingbottom. I'm assuming has been sacked because it's Derek McInnes. Now he was the Aberdeen manager at the start of the game. Now he's only been in charge for 9 days, so we don't really know what to expect from him. They're a standard playing style, balanced mentality. This is how they played last game against his former club Aberdeen. Now this isn't the formation that our scouts said they were going to play. It was supposed to be like a weird, like a back 3, a DM. And then I can't remember, it was just a bit of a weird formation. So I don't really know how to set up for this. But this is the team that we're sending out, and we'll kind of just see what happens when we get there. Glover in goals. It's Mitchell, Herring, Suter, and Smith as a back 4. Cochrane says he has an injury to Bruce shin, so he should be well and truly fine for this one. Andy Irvin goes in midfield. It's McDonald, it's Levitt, it's Middleton, in behind Brophy. Now Uche does have a knock. His knock, he's should be fit. Says he's fit for tomorrow. His knock, it was like a tight muscle, a pulled muscle or something. So I don't want to risk him ahead of this one. We'll keep him fresh for Dundee, and he's on the bench if Brophy doesn't get a hat trick. Because as we know, if Brophy doesn't get a hat trick, he doesn't score. So this is the formation. This is what so well done, scouts. So I mean, I see that and I think instantly down the flanks. But the problem is that we don't really know how they're going to play here. So we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. Pick up where they left off. What do we want to say? We're at home. It's a derby. You got to just do it for the fans, don't you? Let's give the fans the performance they're expecting here. Let's go with a little bit of passion, perhaps. And then some calm. We don't even need calm. We have faith. Look at that reaction. There we go. 1, and there we go. 2. All right, let's get out there. Now, the other news on the managerial front in the game is that Stephen Gerrard has left Rangers. He's gone to West Ham, I think it was, down in England. So Rangers are looking for a new manager. We were kind of linked with it in the press, but nothing sort of formal has happened on that front. We won't be going anywhere, obviously, because our job here is to make Hearts better than Glasgow Rangers. But yeah, that might play into our favour, because they are obviously right up there right now with us in the league. So a change of manager, maybe they'll have a drop in form. Oh, Cochrane, that's a decent effort. Levitt's there. He's probably offside because that's what he does. It could work in our favour. It might not. They might just kick on and sort of be an even better team. There's obviously no way of knowing that. But yeah, so that's interesting. Point of note, I guess. I should say too, there will be a goals of the month at the end of this episode, so make sure you stick around for that. There's a good ball for Smith. It's out there for Irving. Back for Cochrane and Irving. Look at your left side here. Look at your left. There's Middleton. No! Glenn Middleton. He's so good. So good. As much as I love the Yak, and I know a few of you in the comments were disappointed when the Yak left, Glenn Middleton's been an absolute revelation this year, hasn't he? He scores from anywhere, it seems like. We will be going all out, breaking the bank to try and sign him come the end of the season when his loan is up, or maybe even getting back on loan. He is so good. Unfortunately for us, he's a Rangers supporter, so we may struggle to pry him out of Rangers. But yeah, what a goal that is for Middleton. Now we need to work from the defence, from the corner now. Of course, we were horrible from corners against them last game, weren't we, when we played them? I think we lost, was it 3-1 or 3-2? And all three, it's a penalty. All three of their goals were from corners. The good news here is that it wasn't from a corner. It's a penalty, though, from Herring. Come on, Mr. Glover. It's Mark Milligan. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's annoying. And an Australian as well. What are you doing to me, mate? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, speaking of transfer windows, January obviously is upcoming very shortly. After, the Dundee game is New Year's Day. So, transfer window will be opened. I'm a little bit concerned we might be going to lose Uche. There's a lot of interest in him. I think Rangers and a couple, I think it's Sheffield Wednesday, and we know QPR's been interested in him for a long, long time now. So that's a concern. Suter and Herring are both wanted by English clubs as well. I don't know what... I think if we were to lose, Brophy's going to have a bad game, isn't he? This just seems to be what he does sometimes. If we lose the defenders, we can kind of replace defenders and we'll get some money in for him and that'll be fine. Do we say we're not happy with that? Unlucky. What does the assistant say? Go out there and prove a point. Keep going out there. You can still win this one. Yeah, so I wouldn't be devastated if we lost defenders, because defenders are kind of replaceable, aren't they? It's just how it is. You defend as a team, skill matters to a point, the defensive skills, but really, if you're a good, solid defensive unit, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, it matters, but you know what I mean. It's not sort of the end of the world if you lose defenders. Whereas I think if we were to lose Uche, yeah, we might struggle a little bit. We can see here, Brophy is I've never known a striker like it. So streaky. Either absolutely brilliant, or doesn't look like he knows what a football is. One thing we might look to do is exploit the flanks, actually. I was trying not to do that, just look for the overlap, but we did see on the goal we scored, that there was, and Cochrane's picked up, he's further bruised his shin, it looks like. So let's bring Matt Riley on for him. Is it just a bruised shin? There's probably no way to know right now, is it? Potential foot injury. Hopefully that's not too serious, because he's been a very good player for us our entire time at the club. It's just, as I said, it was just a bruised shin that he had, so it's nothing that should have taken him out of the game. Let's see here. Brophy is absolutely having one. I don't know if it's a lack of chances, but we're going to take him off. We'll bring Uche on. If things were going better, if we were winning the game, we wouldn't risk it. But as it is, we do need a goal here. Let's go attacking. I do feel like this game's here for us. Middleton, there's the ball in. Riley's there. Oh, it's a good save from their keeper. So there's Uche on. Is the highlight going to continue here? Smith picks that up. What's he got here for us? Back for the retreating Suter. What's he going to do? McDonald keeps it in. Infield there for O'Reilly. This is becoming a long highlight. Levitt. Look at that spread of play for Dimitri Mitchell. Can he find Uche in the middle? Oh, it's headed away. It's Irving! It's Irving! Horrible goalkeeping, but Andy Irving, third of the year, whacks it in from the edge of the area. That was, not quite Scott Brown-esque, but it wasn't far off, was it? Excellent stuff. We'll give it a concentrate here, just to make sure that we keep our heads. But exploit the flanks has clearly worked. Uche put them in trouble, and look at that. It's horrible goalkeeping. Maybe he was just taken by surprise by that Andy Irving, like on the volley, no time at all, taken to sort of compose himself, and we've come straight back. Are we going to add a third? Please tell me we're going to add a third here. Come on. Uche goes to close down the keeper. Can we win that? We can. Suter's there for Levitt. Across for McDonald. Can McDonald pick a pass here? He doesn't. Oh, I thought that was going to be our highlight. Now we're in a little bit of trouble here. We're retreating. Get the tackle in. Oh! Good block from Suter, wasn't it? And it's from the corner. Again, we have been better from this. I do kind of regret not just doing a session on defending corners right before this game. At the time, I was thinking it's a different manager. It should be fine. We've looked good defending corners recently. But, you know, obviously now I'm here, I'm just like, that's stupid. Why wouldn't you just do a session? Just do a session. What have you got to lose? So, if we concede from a corner, I mean, the penalty was from a corner, but it's not really conceding from a corner, is it? Oh, it's Danny Glover. What a save! What a save! They've definitely reacted to that goal, haven't they? They are looking like they want revenge for that. Playing it out from the back. Let's not put ourselves under too much pressure here, boys. Herring in for Riley, for Levitt. That's nicely worked out in the end, actually. We've done really well there. Good composure on the ball. Smith. That's not so good, but Uche's there. Uche's in here. Can Uche get the goal? Can Uche get the goal? Oh, it's a decent save from their keeper as well. It's going to be a corner for us. Is it going to be? It is going to be a highlight. Can Middleton pick out one of his teammates in the middle? It's a horrible corner. Never, ever looked like finding a teammate that one, did it? When we can here, we might throw out some praise. We're playing okay. Yeah, just try and fire him up a little bit. We only have one sub left, of course. Levitt's looking a little bit tired. We do have Decemer on the bench for this one. I'm wondering if we go a little bit more conservatively, bring Decemer on for Levitt. Try and clog up midfield a little bit. Smith tried to win the ball there and has come away with nothing. That's not ideal. Ball played in for a striker, rolled out for Williams, and that is... I would have been annoyed if that went in, I'll be honest. We might just need to start and close this down just ever so slightly. Let's lower our tempo. Just slow down the pace. I'm wondering too if we just close up the lines. Just make it difficult for them to play through us. I'm increasingly liking the idea of taking Levitt off. You know what we could do to keep our shape still? We'll bring on Morrison. And we can just drop McDonald in the middle there. We could probably drop McDonald in a little bit deeper if we needed to later on. But that's all fine. The other thing I might look to do now, actually, if I can please game, is just put our fullbacks back to support. I don't like putting them back to defend because what can happen is that players can be looking for actually, we have wingers, so it should be fine. They can be looking for the overlap. And it not be there. I mean, I could just look for overlap off, couldn't I? That would kind of make sense. But all right, work to do here from the set piece. Come on, boys. Oh, he's gone for the tackle and he's missed it. Ball comes in. Oh, it's a sitter. It's an absolute sitter. He's offside. Come on, boys. Let's be sensible here, please. Keep our heads. Oh, they're all offside. They're absolutely miles offside. We've actually kept a good defensive line there, haven't we? Come on, let's give it a concentrate. Let's really now shut this thing down. We'll go on to time wasting. We'll play for set pieces. And we will... Oh, not that one. Just go defensive as well. Come on, boys. That's 6 minutes of stoppage time. Where have you got that from, referee? This should be it now. Mitchell with the throw. Time is up. And we've got a little bit of revenge in the derby. 2-1 against Hibs. We made hard work of it, but I don't think you can argue we didn't deserve to win that. We definitely had the better highlights. We had more of the ball. Yeah, it's a good win. There we go. We triumph from the derby. It's an important win as well. Now, what's this Harry Cochrane injury? Oh, 4 months. Broken foot. I mean, the good news is that probably means he's not going anywhere. We'll send him to the specialist. Just not take any chances with that. But that's a big injury for us. It's a good thing we got Matt Riley in, as it turns out. We do have Hickey, who can play as a decent enough deep line playmaker as well. But... That definitely hurts us. But as I say, it's a big win too, because Aberdeen, Rangers and Celtic all won. So if we look at the league table ahead of this Dundee game, we can see, please game, there we go, we can see we are second, 2 points off Rangers. Celtic are still hanging around, but we have a chance now to really push home this advantage. Let's come back and play Dundee. 9 AM, January 1st. I wonder if we get any bids for our players this window. Didn't take long. Hello. Brendan Rodgers, are you still at Leicester? Yeah, mate. Yeah, good to hear. How's things going for you? 8 million for John Suter. That didn't take you long, did it? Yeah, mate. I guess that's fine. But I want a 50% sell-on clause. All right, then. Yeah, all right. That sounds like a deal then, mate. All right, good luck this year. Enjoy my play-up. Okay, welcome back. And as you've just heard, at literally 9 AM on January 1st, the bid came in from Leicester. This is the offer we accepted, 5.25 up front, 2.7 to make it to a total of 8 million, so with the installments. I mean, that's not bad. 50%, so not a percentage of profit, a 50% sell-on clause. So if he was to leave, we would get half of that money. So, if he does leave Leicester, you'd imagine it would be for at least 10 mil. It would be another 5 mil. So I think long term it's a good deal for us. It's a little bit disappointing sort of right now, but let's send him off in a good way. Now, the main reason I was sort of more willing to do this is because I don't think we're going to miss him, as silly as that sounds, because Bobby Copping is absolutely coming along like a house on fire. I mean, look at that. He might actually be better. He's not better, but he's right up there. And it will also mean that we will give more game time here to Archie Proctor as well, who is also coming along really, really well. So I don't think we even need to go out and necessarily replace him. I think we already have the players in the squad. Let's not forget we have Considine, who is a sort of as a third, fourth choice central defender, is fine for this year. It would, we have also, if we go down here, where is he? Josh Grigor, who I was going to say I probably will send out on loan still, but I mean he's potentially a very good player as well. And then we can just take our time. We can look to find a replacement. You can see in the finances we could really use the money. I mean, £8 million can do a lot for us, can't it? We can put it into facilities. I'm still trying to get a new stadium for us, or an expanded stadium. We can put it into scouting, so we can scout more of the world. There's a lot we can do with that money. So let me know what you think in the comments. But I think it's not a bad deal for us. Now let's have a look at the team that we are sending out here to face Dundee. Now again, this is a big game because Rangers beat Aberdeen, I think it was. Yeah, Rangers beat Aberdeen. Celtic won as well. So we have a chance here now to actually push clear a little bit of Aberdeen, which would be absolutely huge. And we ultimately we're going to come down and win a race with the Glasgow clubs, and it's a race we're almost destined to lose. But we'll see how we go here. This is it. We're expecting them to play a 4-4-2. You can see quite narrow, so we should be able to get down the sides of them. There's their passing network, a couple of long key passes. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out. I toyed with the idea of not playing Suter in this one, but we'll play him. We'll look to send him out on top. So we'll send him out. So it's Danny Glover in goal. It's Mitchell, Herring, Suter and Smith as a back four. Hickey and Irving go in midfield. Hickey, of course, comes in for the injured Cochrane. It's McDonald, it's Levitt, it's Middleton, it's Uche up top. And we do have Clare, who's on the bench. He's been injured, so he's not really fully fit for 90 minutes, but we'll see what we can get out of him. You may have noticed too there's a bid in for Dimitri Mitchell. That is us. His contract is up at the end of the year at Manchester United, so we're trying to sign him permanently. I think he's been brilliant for us. So if that comes through, we should do it for the fans. If that comes through, I'll sort of go through the contract with you a little bit more. But basically, keep a run going, boys. I think it's $3,500 a week, which is what he's on at Manchester United right now. I think we're only paying $2,500 of that. The only downside to the contract is it does have a release fee for foreign clubs, so I think it's $5.5 million. But to be honest, if we get $5.5 million for Dimitri Mitchell, fair enough. We'll take it. We'll find another left back and we'll continue on. But yeah, I think let me know what you think in the comments. I think that'll be a good signing. Uche at the end of a cross, and there it is. Uche opens the scoring 40-odd seconds into the game. 15th goal of the year for him. And is this the last time we'll see him in a Hearts shirt? That's one of my fears with this transfer window. Like I say, I don't think we miss Suter too much. Obviously, he's a really good player. We will miss him. Uche, we will miss Uche, won't we? He was actually second, the African striker of the year. He was second in that behind Aubameyang. So that gives you some idea of sort of the level that he is playing at for us right now. He's been absolutely incredible. So let me know what you think in the comments too. Transfer window, what would you like to see from me? Suter hacks that clear. Is he going to get an assist on his farewell game? McDonald for Levitt. What's Levitt going to do? Oh, checked back beautifully. Middleton's there. Middleton too. He won Scottish Young Player of the Month. He is now a fan of both myself and of Hearts. Hearts are sort of a favourite club. I'm a favourite personnel. So Operation Get Middleton in on a permanent deal might just have a little bit of legs now. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe that's what we can use the Uche money. Hopefully we don't have Uche money, to be honest, but maybe that's what we can use some of the Suter money on, is getting Middleton over the line. Irving, that's a stunning ball for Smith, brings it down beautifully. Oh, it's McDonald on the volley. It would have been a stunning goal. The highlight continues. Mitchell, this time it's there for McDonald. Header this time, and that's over the bar. I don't know there's necessarily anywhere we need to strengthen. I'm very conscious, I guess the word is, of making sure we give our youngsters plenty of football so that they develop into really good players. because that's how we're going to progress. We're not going to be able to sign the quality players. We need to, we need to bring them through, and of course, that's part of our journey, I guess, is that right now we are going to have to be a selling club. Here's Andy Irving. That's a good ball out there for Mitchell. Can he pull one back? Oh, it's blocked. Go on, Middleton. What's he got here for us? He's twisting. He's turning. He finds Mitchell. Edge of the area. There it is. Irving, have it, mate. Have it. Oh, it's off the post. Unlucky. We are, as I said, a selling club right now. So we're going to have to sell our best players for a little while yet. Like I think it was last episode I said, we need to expand the stadium because... Oh, Glover's got that. Scotland isn't really reliant on television money. It's very much, crowds still matter. So we need to be getting our capacity up to something resembling the Glasgow clubs so we can have something resembling their budget. Here goes McDonald. It's blocked. Andy Irving again. Look at the space Mitchell has out wide. Can he find someone in the middle this time? It's there for McDonald. We're too deep. Levitt has it. It goes out for Smith. Look for Uche. Where is Uche? There he is. Uche, it's headed away. Levitt's there, back towards goal. Oh, it's snuck in. Dylan Levitt, what a header that is. He's headed it from the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's found its way into the back of the net. Excellent stuff. Let's have another look at this from behind. Was there a deflection? The keeper must have been blindsided or something. There's no way this header finds its way in. Uche with the pressure. Look at that. It's a header from the edge of the 18-yard box, and Dylan Levitt has scored. What a goal. What a heading that is. Dylan Levitt. That's amazing. 2-0. That might just give us just a little bit of breathing space here now as well. Let's concentrate on defending from the corner, please. Boys, comes in. It's headed away by Suter. I hope he has a good game to go out here. It'd be nice if he could get a penalty or something towards the end. I hope I've done the right thing. I think, as I said, 8 million with that 50% sell-on clause. I think that's a good deal for us. My only concern with the 50% sell-on is, will he be wanted by a club other than Leicester? Is he going to kind of peak out there? But, clubs sell players, don't they? So it should be fine. And even if he just goes for 2 million, we still get £1 million of that. It's not, as I said, it's not the profit. It's just that it's a percentage of the sale, no matter what that is. Here we go on the counter-attack again. This has been a long highlight. Middleton, that's a stunning ball for McDonald. Oh, there's a goal for you. Anthony McDonald, he's third for the year. What a player. He's looking for us as well. Another one of these youngsters we have coming through. We seem to just have an endless supply of them. And I'll tell you what, I need to show you some of our players coming through from the last youth intake, because... we have just some really, really special players coming through. So that's a good goal. That's 3-0. That should be the game. We're only half an hour in, so we don't want to count our chickens just yet. But we are looking good. There is a winter break after this as well, which is why this will be Suter's last game, because he's going to have his contract wrapped up by the time we come back from the 2-week winter break. So that's sort of where we're at. My kind of plan at left back too is if we sign Dimitri Mitchell, we do have one or two youngsters coming through that are left backs. We can always look to move on Ben Garuccio, or we can look to move one of the two of them on and keep the other one, kind of thing. It's got to be an assertive, don't get complacent, just some calm. We have faith to the guys that are left. Uche's on a booking. We will very much tell him just to watch your step, mate. We don't need you getting sent off here. We might even, if he can. He's got the one goal right now, hasn't he? We might even look to maybe take him off. We have Innes Cameron on the bench. And again, I'm conscious of the fact that if Uche goes, the problem we have with Uche leaving is that we can't really replace him. But Innes Cameron is not that far away from that same sort of player. So is that a back pass, ref? No? Okay. We'll need to. He'll kind of be the replacement. We already have him. To sell Uche, I think he's valued at. Oh, Glover, that's not good. We'll give it a demand more. That is poor, though, isn't it? I would imagine for Uche, I'd be looking. I think I listed his value at 20 million. That's what we'd sell him for. That's not good from Glover, is it? So I'd want something resembling that. He's valued at 6.25, but he's a striker in form as well. So clubs may pay it. especially English clubs. If we get a Premier League club interested, we can sell him for 50 million. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Uche this window. Hopefully, when we come back, he'll still be here. But you just never know. Here goes Dimitri Mitchell. Oh, it's into the wall. Can he find a decent cross? Second time of asking. No, he can't. Are we going to get caught out here? That's a loose pass. We can't quite get onto that, though. Do we want to change anything is sort of my question right now. Both their centre-backs are on bookings. So you wonder if we could use that to our advantage. I don't really have a sort of a dribbling striker we could bring on to kind of run at them. That would be ideal, but let's go on to McDonald. We've ricocheted around. Hickey, sensible here, mate. Sensible. There we go. Smith, same to you. Sensible. Goes long, over the top. Is Uche onto that? He is. Uche, he's all alone. Oh, it's a penalty. That looks harsh. That looks really, really harsh. And he's got to be sent off for that as well, surely. No. Okay. Is it Sutar that takes it? It is Sutar. All right, come on, mate. Send yourself home. Oh, he's missed it. Is his last act as a Hearts player missing a penalty. Oh, Johnny Sutar, you muppet. All right, can we win that header? We do. Now, that just keeps this game alive too, doesn't it? Chipped in. Is he offside? Glover's there. Let's give it a... show some passion, perhaps. I feel like we're just clocking off ever so slightly. Glover goes wide out there for Mitchell. Up for Middleton. What's he got for us? Can he get a ball in there for Uche? Uche's lurking. Uche's lurking. Uche scores! Oh, he is so good. 16 goals and it's New Year's Day. What a player he is. What I really, really hope we don't lose him. What a ball from Middleton as well. That should wrap up the points now. But look at this. Middleton just goes on a run, picks his pass, waits for Uche to make the run into space, and that's just a good goal, isn't it? It's just a really, really good goal. I know Uche's on a hat-trick, but I think that's going to signal time for Innes to come on. Can he play as a pressing forward? He can. So we can kind of see like for like. Dimitri Mitchell's looking tired. Let's maybe bring Garuscio on for him. Do we have a youngster on the bench? Do we take off? It's away from home, so it's not really a send-off for Suter, but maybe we take him off towards the end. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on that one. We don't want to go down to 10 men here, so we'll just wait and see if we get an injury, I mean. So we'll just wait and see what happens on that front. Here goes Middleton again, in for Cameron. What's he got? Goes wide for Garuscio. Garuscio across to the back post. McDonald's there! McDonald! Oh, he can't quite tap it home, and it's bouncing around, and it goes. Is that going to be a goal kick? It looks like it must have come off him right at the end there. This has been a really, really good performance. This is that nice little gap now to Aberdeen as well. That'll be, 5 points to them. Just keep Celtic at arm's reach. I think if they were to win both their games in hand, the gap would be, is it 5 or 6 points, maybe 4 points. There's Middleton. Middleton adds his name to the score sheet as well. And now it's a rout, and the goal difference continues to build. And that could be important. I mean, it really could be. If we can keep taking points off the Glasgow clubs, and we've had a mixed success at that so far this year, but if we can, even if we don't quite break even, they're going to take points off each other as well. That's a really good finish from Middleton, isn't it? You just never know. You just never know. Could we be a Champions League club next year? I did try to talk to Suter and say, we have some youngsters, we can be a better team than Leicester. He didn't buy it. I mean, I didn't really buy it, to be honest. But yeah, like I say, I think in Copping and in Proctor, we kind of already have built-in replacements. So I'm not as sad to lose him as I would have been kind of at the start of the year. So there we go, another ball in, it's another penalty. Change player. Suter, come on, mate. This is your moment. This is your moment. Middleton's going to take it. It is Suter. All right, come on, mate. Send yourself off. It's stoppage time. It's your final game for Hearts. Come on, big Johnny Suter! He's missed it again! Oh, you moron. If we lose this this league, if we miss out on a position by one goal in goal difference, I will be really, really annoyed. But, yeah, just wasn't meant to be for Johnny Suter, was it? We tried. He's a penalty taker. He's taken and scored penalties for us before. So there's no reason to think that he couldn't have done that again. There we go. Is this what we're going to remember him by? Go yourself, mate. Shoot. Shoot. Tell you what, it's a run and a half, isn't it? got a nosebleed in the end. So there for McDonald, back for Smith. This is wonderful stuff. Oh, it's headed away. Irving! Oh, I thought. I saw the back of the neck bulging there, and it just didn't quite happen. But there we go. That should be the game. Thank you, John Suter. It's been a pleasure managing you, and that has been a stunning game. That has been an absolute performance and a half. Johnny Suter goes out with a 5.7. That's harsh on him. He didn't want that second penalty. I made him take it. But anyway, well done, boys. That's a really good win. So there we go. 5-star Hearts triumph. It was a really good performance from Middleton, wasn't it? What's he valued? He's valued at 1.8 million. I tell you what. When we get the money in, you see here now, we're a favoured club and I'm a favoured personnel. When we get that money in, we might have a sneaky bid and see if we can make that permanent. We'll see how we go here. Another unbeaten run. If we look at the league table here, you can see there we've got a nice little gap back. The Celtic win, they go to 45 points, so they're only 2 points back of us potentially. But 5-point gap to Aberdeen. We're going toe to toe with Rangers. It's really, really going well. Now, I did want to show you some of the youngsters that we have coming through here that are just coming along ever so well. Inaki Dominguez, look at this guy. I mean, he's first team ready almost now. I don't want to rush him through, but he's really, really good. We've got Kenny McIntosh, who's just been out on loan. Didn't really develop how I would have liked, but he's potentially quite good as well. But the real, I mean, apart from Inaki Dominguez, the actual star here is Lewis Hartford. He's already been promoted to the reserves. He is something special. The main reason why I don't think we'll look to keep Levitt on a permanent deal is because I think Hartford will come through and just next season just step right into that shirt like he's always been there. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. Just goals of the month to come. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, and make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. Now, we'll be back on Monday. Now, I don't know which games to do here. Rangers is obviously a top of the table clash, and then we could do Hamilton, our bogey team. However, the transfer window wouldn't be closed then. So do we do Hamilton and Aberdeen? I mean, Aberdeen's almost a bigger game for us because that's probably more likely who we're up against here. Or do you want to just see the end of the transfer window? We come back and do Aberdeen and Motherwell, and then that way the transfer window is well and truly wrapped up. Let me know in the comments which of those games you want to see. Ideally, back-to-back games. Otherwise, recording takes a bit long, and I'm on a tight schedule. So ideally, back-to-back games. I'll leave it up to you guys though, because we have all just comment before Saturday if you can, if you're watching this before sort of Saturday night, Sunday morning, and that way I'll have Sunday to record. So let me know what games you want to see. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and here are goals of the month for December. Take care.